The blueprint was out there on previous videos. Oh, hi, this is Neil from Neil's World. On previous videos, I've mentioned the roadmap that was written back in the 60s or 70s for how to deal with China. And I'm sure people have been saying, yeah, well, sure, okay, Neil, you're an idiot because you didn't even graduate the 10th grade and you quit most of the schools you ever went to. And all of that's true. But another thing that's also true is I'm right most of the time.
Into the pit of a debt trap it has dug for other countries. China has been advocating the Belt and Road debt trap it has dug for. China is falling into the pit of a debt trap it has dug for other countries. China has been advocating the Belt and Road Initiative for the past few years. However, in recent years, due to the COVID pandemic, the Russia-Ukraine war, high inflation, rising interest rates, and the risks of recession in the US and Europe, many infrastructure projects have been stalled. The initiative, formerly known as One Belt, One Road, was adopted from 2013, which saw a flood of money pouring into infrastructure projects in developing countries in an attempt to create several China-led trade routes. This plan was favored by many countries at the beginning, believing that their countries had the opportunity to grow with the Belt and Road Initiative. China has strongly advocated that they replace Western countries as financiers in developing countries. But while the major loans of Western governments and international institutions go into health, education, and humanitarian projects in poor countries, China provides hundreds of billions of dollars in loans to infrastructure projects. Statistics from an American think tank show that China has spent more than $1 trillion to build infrastructure for developing countries.
Okay, I'm not going to bore you with this whole video. Just remember that number. It's in debt. It borrowed $1 trillion. $1 trillion. All these other countries that they loan the money to, like Sri Lanka. Hold on here. It says countries could follow Sri Lanka's footsteps and default on overseas loans, which Sri Lanka has done, and they defaulted on China. So I'm going to pick up the video here. This is the cool stuff.
On overseas loans, in case the developing countries have to deal with an economic crisis, it does not make any sense for China to collect debts at this time. It will only have the opposite effect. In the process of debt collection, China will not only lose money, but also destroy its own reputation. But a write-off of the debt would destroy the balance sheets of Chinese state-owned banks, which make these loans, and Beijing would eventually be forced to cover the bank's losses.
Holy cow! Beijing would be forced to cover the losses. Okay, I understand America has, 17 quadrillion, jillion dollar debt and all this stuff. China's got a bigger debt than us, and they're just fixing to be defaulting in the next couple months on well over $1 trillion of their debt. So, I don't know what it's like to have a couple trillion laying around, but if 1 trillion disappeared all of a sudden and I had to kill my own banks to write that debt off, I think my country would be screwed. Again, I didn't graduate from any schools. I quit every one I went to, except for Lutheran Redeemer Middle School. It was a private school. It's the only private school I went to. I did do the 2 years, 7th and 8th grade there. I quit high school, quit elementary school, quit the 1 year middle school that sent me to the private school. 6th grade, quit that one. See, so I couldn't stand the stupidity being fed to me, and I still can't stand it to this day. That's why I see these types of things, and I've said in my prior videos, I know you guys don't know me. Hell, I don't even know who I am anymore. But I do know I get lots of cool information, and I put dots together, and I see things. And I see China falling apart because that's how Nixon said to do it. Economically. Allow them to waste their money. See, that could be America. We could have been expanding in the One Belt Initiative. But we knew what was going to happen back in 2013 because someone listened to Nixon's speech saying this is how you destroy China, or the CCP, not China. China's a great country. CCP sucks. But anyhow, you guys have a great day, and keep your head on swivel. Bye-bye.